This is my Porsche 911 GT2RS Evo. It's an almost perfect car for me. There was only one issue with the car really, and that was that the steering wheel sat too far away. It was fully extended as far as it would go, but I couldn't get it any closer to me. My solution was to fit a steering wheel extender boss that brought the steering wheel about 40mm closer to me. And now I have a great driving position. However, it now means that the indicator stalks and all of the other stalks are now uncomfortably far away. So I'm looking for a solution. I'm going to experiment with 3D printing a new set of stalks and see if that solves my problem. So I don't have to dismantle the car. I bought this on trusty eBay. Well, I got an old set of stalks. I only paid £45 for this set. As you probably noticed, there's only 3 stalks here. The cruise control stalk is missing. That is a valuable thing for a 997 because you can retrofit it to a car. So no one would ever sell me this for £45 with that on it. So if my modifications go well, then I'm going to remove the one from the car and use that as the template. Going back to this is what I bought on eBay. Like I said, £45, which is a bargain. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to dismantle each one of these right down to a single component before I go on to the next stage. So this is the steering wheel control unit. This is something that people will often refer to when you're upgrading your steering wheel on your car. They'll say you might have to upgrade the control unit. That's what that is. It just came with all of this in one go. There is the function. This is for your computer, onboard computer. And then you have this unit here, and this one over here also comes off, and you're left with this one. And I have to dismantle this one now to get the indicator stalk out. It should also be noted that in certain stalks, they have electronics inside. They have some wiring and some switches. The indicator stalk is not one of them. So I'll strip it down and I'll show you what I'm talking about. As you can see, I've stripped it down. I'm getting down to the last bits now. There is a spring inside of here, this little unit here that needs to come off. This is all to do with the indicators, self-cancelling indicators. And then there's one last piece that needs to come off. However, there is inside of here, there's like plastic welding going on that holds this in place. So I'm going to have to drill that out. The unit comes in a couple of pieces, and this is so, I don't know why you would have this on this one. If there was a button on the end here for some reason, then you would need to run wiring in the back. There you go. So I've got them in 2 parts, but you can see there's no wires inside of here. So for the purposes of scanning for this unit, I guess they can do it in one piece. It doesn't need to be scanned in separate pieces and then put together afterwards. And then you can see the wires going through into that unit there, and there's a little plug in there, so I can extract it. Take the back off there. You can see a little circuit board and this little unit in here with the wires running through to the front. So obviously I will have to extend those wires when I get the new stalk, assuming that it fits. only got one with wires. I believe the one with the cruise control also has some wires in it. But like I said, that's on the car. I'm not going to strip the car down until I get these ones back. So I'm gonna get the first 3 scanned, and then I'm gonna see how they turn out when they've printed some, and if I'm happy with them and I feel like it's something that I can put on the car, and then I'll take the cruise control one off and I'll take it to the printers and get them to print the last one.
It was at this point I was going to take you to the 3D printers and show the process of scanning and printing the stalks. However, for a number of different reasons, that didn't happen. Also, the estimate they gave me before the job shot up dramatically once they'd seen it, which didn't make me feel like wanting to give them any publicity. But safe to say, after a number of months, I finally got the first prototype back. It was time to start to fit it in the car. Unfortunately, it was at this point the job had to stop because I had a rounded screw, which took me 3 weeks to get off the car.
So believe it or not, it's been another week since I worked on the car. I managed to get the thing off, the extender boss off, but I couldn't get that bolt out. I had to cut the head off to get it out of the car. So what I did is I took it to Tech 9, because I don't have the tools here to remove it. I took it to Tech 9 and they saved the day once again. What they actually did was they just welded a bolt on top and then unscrewed it. So it took them 10 minutes to do something that it took me 3 weeks to get off the car effectively. And it didn't take me 3 weeks of trying. I had to keep buying things that didn't work. But anyway, I finally got it sorted. The bolt is out. So what I can finally do is the reason I started this whole endeavor, actually take the stalks off the car and fit the prototype for testing. Managed to get this off. This job, actually, speaking while I'm talking about it, this has fought me every step of the way. It should have been, originally when I started this job, I thought it would be like a 1 hour job. And it's taken me weeks to do this because everything has fought me every step of the way. But anyway, it fought me. Then I took off the clock spring, which is just connected to a couple of areas here. One of them's connected to the actual unit, and the other one's connected to here. And then there's, like I said, there's one retaining bolt under here, and this now slides off. There was also this was connected to the back here. This stalk cluster, if you like, it has the cruise control additional. If you ever retrofit a cruise control unit, this is what you'll be retrofitting. You just basically bolt into this cluster, and there's a cable that runs into here. And then obviously once that's on the car, you just need to program it in Durometric or in POS or whatever to activate the cruise control. So I'm gonna have to remove that because we're gonna be fitting this. And as you can see, it looks, I mean, for all intents and purposes from the front, it looks the same, right? Which is good because that's what we want. And so I'll fit it first, and you'll see what I mean by the difference. Obviously it's a lot longer here. That's a lot longer there, so. All right, so let's do that. Oops. There we go. So that's off. Now this already feels a lot more loose. Now all I need to do is, whoops, there we go. They're off. I think this one's got a couple of screws in it that's still holding it in place. I think it's just got this one screw here. There we go. I think that'll do it. Yep. There we go. And I'm just going to replace it with the prototype one. And now I'll just start to reassemble it. So you can already see, the difference in the distance between those two stalks. We've got, it's approximately 40 millimeters longer on that stalk. So yeah, So let's put the rest of it back on. Put all these bolts back in. And there we go. So we've got the stalks back together, and we can see, if I turn it, you'll see the difference. Now the angle of this long stalk looks way off, and I don't know whether it is or not yet. Initially when I saw it, I said to the guys who 3D printed it, it looks off, and I think it might be off a little bit. It's hard to tell. It will be more obvious once it's on the car, but from the front, kind of looks normal, doesn't it? So, you know, when you don't see the offset of this thing, the length, how much further it comes out, holding it like that, apart from the fact that there's no markings on it, it looks pretty good. All right, so you can see it's in the car, and it's obviously a little bit off. If you look at that one, it should really be level with that one. It kind of should be like that, shouldn't it? So it's a little bit off, but that's because they've extended it. I mean, when you look at it straight on like this, if it had the things on there, you wouldn't know it wasn't real, apart from the position. But when I turn it this way, you can see how much further out it comes, and you start to realise how different it is. Steering wheel is last. Now, first of all, I need to plug this thing in. This was the wiring thing that I made, extender. If you haven't seen that video, you should go and check it out. I had to extend the wiring loom. Now I'm just trying to get this on straight. There we go. And there we go. All right, so early impressions, guys. It feels so nice to have the indicator back where it belongs. This feels completely normal again. If you look at my other hand over here, if you can see that, how far I have to reach to access the indicators. And now I've got this back here. It feels so nice. Now what I have noticed is it's quite loose. This is probably something to do with the printing. Obviously when they scanned it and then reprinted it, maybe there's like a 0.5 millimeter less of product that there should be. But also obviously, you know, this is longer now. So I don't think it's ever gonna be as tight as one of these. So it's gonna be a problem, I can see. Well, I can already tell you it is 100 times better. I can feel, it just feels back to normal. The car feels completely normal again, like I haven't moved the steering wheel, and like, you know, I'm just back in the car as it was before. So yeah, it's really good. It's amazing, like every time I would get in the car before, at the very first time I went to indicate, my hand would automatically go, like it just did then, to the place where it normally is. And I would remember then, oh, it's not there anymore. I have to take my hand off the wheel. I know it's a first world problem, but you know, it's one of those things that you want to do. You want to have it just right? You want to make the perfect car. So everything's got to be just right. That's why I moved the wheel in the first place. So to have the indicator stalk back in that proper location is so nice. I mean, anybody out there who's put an extender box in, I'm sure they will appreciate what I'm saying about this, and how much more familiar it is to have it set up the way I've got it set up now. So yeah, I'm really pleased. So that's really good news. Now, obviously, all the other stalks are still in the same place. To be honest, you don't use the other stalks so much. The function stalk and the cruise control stalk, I can live with them being where they are. You know, obviously when you're driving in the rain, that one would definitely be worth moving. And but the indicator stalk and the windscreen wiper stalk are the ones that you use the most frequently. Wow, it's so effortless now to drive this car. It's wonderful. But yeah, I mean, it feels great. It feels normal. Obviously, it doesn't look great. The stalk is slightly off position, as I showed you in that footage when I first put the stalk control units back on the car, and you can see that it's slightly off. So that can be fixed. It's just a prototype, this one. And they also said that they can print the labels on there as well. I don't know how they're going to do that with 3D printing, but they said they can do it. So that's great news as well. So far, to do this one stalk, it's cost £300. But the other side, the indicator stalk and the speed and the cruise control stalk, they've got electrics inside them. So they would have to scan those differently, and they'd have to print them hollow to be able to put the electronics back inside. And those ones, the prices they've given me for those have been in the thousands to scan them. And I'm not sure I want to go down that road until I'm completely happy. Maybe the windscreen wiper stalk, maybe I just do the two of them and leave the others where they are. I'm not sure. Maybe I just leave it with one, with the indicator stalk, and that's it. I'm not sure. It's so nice. It's so nice to have this indicator stalk back. It sounds like a small thing, but it just feels so much more easy to use. I don't want to make a big thing out of it, but it just feels so nice again. It feels like the car's back to stock. I've got this great driving position with the steering wheel. So yeah, I'm pretty happy. I'll get a second one produced with the writing on it and in the right position, and then I'll go from there, and hopefully I can get it slightly fitted better so it's not vibrating. But it just feels so nice to have it back in that position, so pretty happy. So there you go, successful test of the indicator stalk. I mean, it requires a little bit more pressure than it used to, because obviously the length, you're taking into account that extra length, but all things considered, I think it's a win. It feels completely normal again to drive the car, which I love, and I've got that perfect position of the wheel along with the indicator stalk. And the other stalks, like I said, unless it's raining, unless I'm on the motorway using the cruise control, they're not really an issue. Maybe I'll do the windscreen wiper next, and then see how I get on. The one on the left, the function one, would probably be easy to do as well, because it's got no inner parts in it. But yeah, the other thing I'm considering is maybe somehow 3D printing some sort of cowling to go over the top, just to make it look a little bit tidier in there. When you look through the window, it's a little bit untidy. With that extender boss on there, I'd like it to look a little bit more OEM, but that's for another day. Anyway guys, I hope you enjoyed this video. Please be sure to like and subscribe and all that jazz, and I'll catch you in the next one. Bye-bye. You may have seen adverts about devices like this. This is a Carly OBD2 port scanner. Watch this video, because I'm going to explain to you what they don't tell you in all of those adverts with Tavares and Shmee and Chris Licks and Matt Armstrong, what they don't tell you about these, which can cost you a lot of money.